I'm Pauline Rowson and I'm the author of several crime novels, including the Detective Inspector Andy Horton's Solent Murder Mystery series. In the Oyster Quays Murders, which is number 9 in the Inspector Andy Horton series, Andy is on his way home from London on his Harley Davidson when he sees flashing blue lights of police cars outside Portsmouth Historic Dockyard, where the crime novel is set. His curiosity gets the better of him and he goes in to investigate why the police officers have been called to this particular scene. Now, the idea for the Oyster Quays Murders came when I was in Portsmouth Historic Dockyard one day with my husband, and we were walking along the main drag that goes down to HMS Victory and the National Museum of the Royal Navy. And right at the end there, enclosed by yellow railings all around it, is a dock, number 1 dock, which is 75 feet deep. And that holds a very historic ship called an M33 Monitor from the First World War. And at this particular stage, it wasn't open to the public, but sealed off, as I said, by yellow railings. Well, I looked over these railings, and right down at the bottom of the dock was this piece of tarpaulin over something. And you can probably see what I'm going to say, because it looked just like it was covering a body. And I thought, wouldn't that be a good place to put a body? So the idea for the Oyster Quays Murders came from that. That then threw up a number of questions. And what I tend to do is I tend to put the victim or the situation or the idea into a circle, and then I throw out questions about it. So I work using spidergrams and mind maps with this victim or this idea in the circle. So with this particular one, I wondered, was it evening or was it daytime? Now, the dockyard is closed to the public in the evening, so I thought that would be an ideal time for this particular murder to have taken place. And I discovered that the National Museum of the Royal Navy actually hold public lectures in the evening. So I thought about creating this character as a naval historian who was in the National Museum of the Royal Navy, actually giving a public lecture one wet evening. He comes out after his lecture and somehow ends up dead in the base of this dock. And so the plot develops from there. And Andy is set on a complex investigation and takes matters into his own hands to solve the crime. So the Oyster Quays Murders is number 9 in the Inspector Andy Horton Solent Murder Mystery series. And I hope you enjoy reading it.